Biomedical Informatics, which is the division that's offering this Masters of Science in Biomedical Informatics via coursework. So to give you some background, this course has been around for about more than 5 years, and we have had, we graduated, of course, a number of batches of attendees or participants, and they all have had very positive experiences, both during as well as beyond the Masters of Science degree. So today I'm going to give you some background as well as some information about what this course entails and how it might fit into your learning needs as well as your schedules. Next slide, please. Okay, so one of the reasons why this Masters of Science in Biomedical Informatics, and if I may add AI, was made was because there is a lot of course, interest in the use of technology and specifically in healthcare. So with this increased use of technology within healthcare, there's a great demand for people who are trained in biomedical informatics, AI in the domain of healthcare. So not only do we have a lot of new kind of information, we have a lot of data such as from electronic health records, right? So if you look at any hospital or healthcare organization, there are a great number of these organizations have large amounts of this data. And of course, these organizations want to use this information for a variety of purposes, everything from quality improvement to efficiency gains to reduction to improvements in safety and so on and so forth. And of course, we now know we're in an era of AI, and this era of AI really talks about large language models such as ChatGPT and other kinds of GPT models. So these models really have transformed the way we transact healthcare in terms of both administrative efficiency as well as the ways we can support our patients using language models. And of course, advancements that come in line with the large language models in natural language processing and in AI in general have all been either experimented or been implemented into practice in the last few years. Next slide, please. So like I mentioned earlier, this course is not new. We have now 5 batches of Masters of Science in Biomedical Informatics, and just interesting observation is that over the years we have had increasing interest, right? And this kind of mirrors what I shared earlier about the interest and the demand for people skilled in AI and healthcare technologies. So here, I think we wanted to make this course even more approachable and even more applicable to our students. And therefore, this year, we've seen the largest cohort to date, right, where we had over 90 students. And we continue to enhance our course offerings to include the latest syllabus as well as the latest technologies into our curriculum. In 2022, we also launched our minor in biomedical informatics. This is more for the undergraduates, not so much relevant to this particular Masters of Biomedical Informatics, but it's intended for undergraduate medical students as well as students who are studying in the health sciences. So that's offered in the undergraduate setting, but it does lead to the Masters in Biomedical Informatics from the content perspective. Next slide, please. Okay, so I think there are 2 areas of core competencies that we would like to develop from this Masters in Biomedical Informatics. I think first thing is, of course, to train people in technology, right? So we want to upskill the workforce in the healthcare sector to be more productive and more efficient, and to deliver better quality care and to become the thought leaders, right, in the use of technology in healthcare. Now, on top of that, we want to ensure that we equipped our students with skills, right, that are relevant not just to healthcare but to other sectors, right? So things like learning about AI and machine learning, data visualization, and more general skills such as evidence-based clinical decision making. Well, this is more specific to healthcare. And of course, we have courses within our master's degree that look at leadership and entrepreneurship as well. So this is really an end-to-end in terms of skills and competencies that we would like to inculcate our students with. Next slide, please. So some of the key features of this master's degree is that first thing is that the syllabus is actually aligned with the American Medical Informatics Association curriculum matrix. So the American Informatics Association is a very large organization with influence around the world, and yes, it is also the basis for many of the biomedical informatics degree courses around the world. So it provides the basis for the curriculum so that students are aware, have adequate coverage of what they need to know in the space of biomedical informatics. It is truly an interdisciplinary program, meaning that we have 4 different schools teaching different kind of courses to our students. So from the School of Medicine, the Yonge School of Medicine, will offer the most number of courses within the Division of Biomedical Informatics, and the School of Computing also offers a number of pure computing modules that are part of your course. There's also modules from courses from School of Public Health that touches on more population scale or evidence-based type initiatives, and Institute of System Science within NUS offers some of the courses that are related to IT project management and leadership. So these courses are broadly broken down into 2 specializations. So you can choose one of two specializations through your choices of your course. So whether it's analytics or hospital management, you can choose one of them, right? Just based on the courses that you take. One of our core courses is a capstone project. So a capstone project is a project that you have to do and have and to have a presentation, and that will be graded. And that is the basis for most students to sort of get real first-hand industry experience about how and what kind of projects you can run in the space of biomedical informatics and AI. So indeed, quite a number of our students went on to either join the labs that they've done the capstone project in, or even join the organizations that they have done their capstone projects in. So this is quite a useful industry kind of experience as part of your course. So there are intensive hands-on internship with a number of different prestigious companies that you can apply to, as well as potential clinical applications in the healthcare organizations that you do your capstone project with. And most of the time, we are working with real healthcare data rather than synthetic data. That's true for many other courses. So here we are really working on real-world healthcare problems, and many of these projects are part of primary care or community hospitals or even hospital kind of data. So in summary, what we are offering here is a really comprehensive curriculum that mirrors the real world, right? So none of these things that you've learned are going to be theoretical. They are going to be very, very practical in the healthcare setting. Next slide. Okay, so these are some high-level overview of your curriculum. So you can either choose to take a 1-year full-time MSc BMI, or you can do it as 2 years part-time, right? So just a very quick point about the 1-year full-time. Most of our courses, depending on the courses you take, are conducted in the evening. So even if you are working, most of the courses can be attempted in the evening. There are some courses that are daytime courses. So just to share that some of our previous students, some of them are still working and they do take some time off their work to attend these daytime courses. But it is almost always possible for students to be able to attend the evening courses, which are the basis for most of our courses. And there are some other students who choose to do this as a 2-year part-time degree, which is fine as well. It just takes longer, but nevertheless, it just comes down to what you are comfortable with in terms of your schedule. Now, like I mentioned earlier, there are 2 specializations in analytics or hospital management. I can go into detail later. And these 5 are the core courses. So these 5 courses are
Oh, hi, I'm Evelyn. I'm doing my capstone project right now. I'll be graduating in December. And for college, I actually study psychology. So it's a very different background going as someone that kind of like stays right now in biomedical informatics. And even though, so I think overall my experience here is that this program is really well designed for people who are not very familiar with biomedical informatics but want to get into it. But it's also really great for people who want to sort of like deepen their understanding, kind of find research and different project opportunities in the intersection of healthcare and AI, especially. So right now, I am working on my capstone project, leveraging AI to try to generate clinical trial summaries that are really helpful to understand for lay people and for patients. So I think the combination of the courses that give you this really nice fundamentals and basics if you need it, and the capstone project, which is this quite intensive 13-week project involvement that gives you your hands-on experiences can be really helpful if you want to find or you're interested in a space that is the intersection of leveraging big data, healthcare data, and also like AI technologies to try to with better like patient healthcare. So I think in terms of my experiences here, coursework wise, the couple of courses that I really enjoy, one is actually qualitative methods in public health. So it was I was pleasantly surprised to sort of like see that course included in the curriculum, but going into it, the course was basically sort of hold your hand through this whole qualitative methods project is actually one of the reasons I landed a part-time position at the Center for Music and Health, helping them developing a heart and health toolkit. And then the other course is basically advanced statistical learning. And that's a course if you're interested in learning AI modeling and challenging yourself dealing with, 50 gigabytes of data and trying to make sense of them, trying to develop classification models and try to working group and brainstorm in a collaborative environment. That's a really great option. It is designed for PhD students, so definitely be mentally prepared about the intensity of the course. So yeah, I think my experience here is very like it's very structured. It's very which is really like impressive for a very interdisciplinary field. So for opportunities, like if you just look at the list of faculties and then the research that they're doing, and also if you're willing to take initiatives in the classes and invest in your projects and actually think about where do you want to sort of take the in-class knowledge to the projects that uh to the projects or to your interests, then I think you could really benefit from this program.